Hi guys, we're here at Cosby Golf Club today, and as you can see behind me, we're at a Titleist fitting event. First time they've ever done this actually. It's an entire short game fitting day. So up the top on the short game area there, they've got some SM6 wedges and a fitter, and as you can see behind, the Scotty guys are also here. So never heard of this being done before. We're going to go and speak to some of the fitters, find out what it's all about, find out what the fitting process is like. We're also going to speak to the local pro, find out his take on what his customers can expect from the day, and go through some fitting ourselves. So we're going to get on with it now, see how we get on, and we'll speak to you guys in a bit.
The idea behind the SM6 days, it's to get the product out to the consumers. We want people to try the wedges. We've found with the bounce and grind options that you get now, it's not a case of looking through it online. You can obviously have a good read up and see what the tech's supposed to do, but you've got to get out and try it. You've got to get out hit shots with it, play out of bunkers, play out of fairways, play out the rough, and find the bounce and grind that suits you. If we do find we transform people's short games when you get the right bounce on there. It's for guys who take big divots, give them a bit more bounce and it will kind of shallow that divot out, give them a much better strike. For guys that are going to play off tight turf all the time, give them something like the L grind with a little bit less bounce on there. They can nip under the ball a lot better, get a lot more height on those tight shots. The first thing we like to do is have a conversation with the player. What's good in their wedge game, what's bad in their wedge game. We don't want to take that good shot off them, but at the same time we want to get rid of some of the bad ones. So the first step you go with is find out how far the shortest iron goes, so the 9-iron or the wedge, and then we work down from there. So we do your distance gapping. We'll tend to go 10 to 15 yards in distance differences between each wedge, and then it's a case of looking at different bounces. So you look at the bounce on the gap wedge first, then the sand wedge, and then moving on to the lob wedge. So with your gap wedge you've got 2 options. Sand wedge we've got 3 options, and lob wedge you go down to 4 options. So depending on the kind of player and how far they like to hit their wedges, even how many wedges they're going to have in the bag, you can go through all the conversation and then get out and actually try the wedge.
It gives them an opportunity to try everything in one environment really, with expert fitters that we've got here today, with Vokeys, with Scotty. It gives them one place to come and try the whole package of perhaps something that they would never have tried before. And the beauty of it is, whether it's the Scotty or the Vokeys, there's a style and a model to suit them and we can fit it. They're great. Yeah, I like the SM5, but the SM6 even better. I really like the fact that they launch a little lower. I found the other ones launched a little high, which actually came up slightly short on yardage sometimes. These launch lower, but spinning higher. And again, as I mentioned earlier, the versatility of sole and grind to suit any style of player, whether it's somebody who's taken a big divot or somebody who picks it. It's versatile and it suits. There's something for everyone.
What you're going to get is you're going to get a full line of length of Scotty putters, something you're not going to see. Not that any shop's going to hold the array of putters that we have behind us here, 30, 40 putters in one day. You'll be able to be taken through an experience process that will help you get the right length and the right toe flow to your putter to encourage you to putt better, to play better, to score lower. We'll always look at length as something that's very important to get our players in the right posture, which will then get the eye line in the right place to allow the putter to flow freely through the stroke. You don't always come out with what you think. But we'll have a look at some kind of straight 20-foot putts to give us a good look at how your putter arcs through the stroke. We'll then take a couple of different lengths and see if we can, like we say, get that eye line in the right place to allow the putter to flow nicely. We'll then give you a couple of different putts across the green just to make sure you feel comfortable with that. Make sure that we've got the different lengths and different head styles, because sometimes it's not all about what actually we feel works best for you, but with putting it's very, very personal, and you might just want to try something different, and you'll have that opportunity here.
So there you go guys, that hopefully gives you a flavour of what Titleist have to offer this year in their demo day fittings. We've got some links below this video, check them out. Hopefully you'll find a locator where you can find out where these days are going on. They're specifically looking at SM6 wedge fitting, some Scotty fitting, and also some ball fitting days, and these will be all separately located around the country. So check them out, go along, have a go. I've really enjoyed it today, and hopefully you'll find something that can improve your game.